Sup, motherfuckers? I'm back with another video, and I have a question. Do you ever think that you might be self-isolating yourself a little bit too much? For the majority of my life, I've been a very social and friendly individual. I was always that friend that people could talk to, open up to, and feel completely vulnerable with. But over time, as I got older, I started to realize that me giving myself to the people that I care about got very, very taxing emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. It's very difficult to have conversations with people, especially nowadays. And if you're a person like me who refuses to look at things in black and white, it can get very, very, very difficult. People will come to you with their issues and expect you to just listen and not give any kind of feedback. And when you do give the feedback, they don't like the feedback, thinking that you're either taking the opposite side or you just don't support them, and then you have a bigger issue on your hands. Or you might have that one friend who just won't leave that one person the fuck alone, and they constantly come to you with more issues that you've already helped them through. They just don't fucking listen. Or you find yourself at a mansion party with one of your friends, and this friend doesn't know how to put their pride to the goddamn side, and so you guys find yourself in a situation at the end of the fucking night and end up getting your asses kicked by 10 individuals who happen to be goddamn teenagers, mind you, and you get your car stolen and all your shit stolen out the goddamn car, and don't find it till a week later with that motherfucker on bricks. That was a real shitty night. In the middle of the fucking fight, I see my homeboy getting jumped, so I rush over there to go help him out, and as soon as I get over there, this man knocks me clean in my shit, bro. Nigga thought I was one of the teenagers. I ain't gonna lie, after that, I was done. Yeah, the nigga punched the fighting spirit out of me, bro. I was too done. Fuck this. But it's situations like that, along with talks of politics, religion, social issues, and even the LGBTQ, those types of situations and conversations get very, very taxing because nobody wants to see the gray area. They only want to see their side and their side only. And if you show them any kind of other side or an inkling of an opposing opinion, they completely shut down and forget what it means to have a conversation. But it's not just these conversations and these talks that have drained me. It's also my entire outlook on what life is and what happens after this life. I basically believe that we are all just energy inside of a human being, and we're just having a human experience, and once we pass and our energies transfer elsewhere, none of this will matter. None of this will be remembered unless it's in some kind of fever dream in my next existence. So in a way, I guess I've formed a sense of nihilism, which can be very, very dangerous if not checked. And I ain't gonna lie, it's incredibly maddening to be a person that has a sense of nihilism and to be so fucking empathetic and understanding and have a great sense of emotional intelligence and all that shit. It's so fucking annoying, bro. It's so annoying. It's I don't want to give a fuck, but then I'm forced to give a fuck because I was born a human being and I came with all these emotions and feelings and all that stuff, and it's well played, universe. Well played. So take all that other stuff and then pile my existential crisis on top of it, and you will see how it's easy for me to become so isolated and closed off from people. But eventually I started to feel very, very, very depressed, extremely depressed. I was having a lot of dark thoughts. I had to tell myself to get the fuck up and go interact with somebody because you by yourself is not healthy right now. It's been way too long. I was becoming way too comfortable with being by myself to the point where I was saying no to literally everybody. If I was invited out, it was a no by my parents, by my close friends, by significant others. It was a no every time. And it wasn't healthy because I was constantly by myself, constantly with my own negative thoughts, and it couldn't go on no more. And while my views on life and the afterlife might sound a little, out of place or wonky for some people, especially the individuals who are within the church, it honestly really helped me with a lot of issues in my life. It really did. I don't get angry about a lot of things anymore. I don't get upset about things that other people get upset about. I don't have the same worry hobbies. I don't have the same hunger for certain things or ambitions for certain things, because half the things that we want and or fear, it's meaningless at the end of the day. While I still have my sense of nihilism, my compassion, empathy, and my understanding of people kicks in a little bit harder, especially the times where like my mind just goes very dark, to dark places, and I need to pull myself out because I can't let that shit win. I guess stubbornness is a trait that we all share. And this might sound weird, especially after all the things that I've previously said. I'd much rather be miserable being somebody's light versus letting them wander in the dark. And I know I gave you guys a few bad examples earlier in the video, but to be honest with you, I normally have great interactions with people. I've always been able to get people to like open up and tell me things that they normally wouldn't even tell their closest friends or people within their friend group. And I feel happy when that happens. I generally feel happy when that happens because I'm able to be a light for somebody. I'm able to give somebody a safe place, a safe space to be open and honest. And I really enjoy doing that for people. And it does get draining after a while because I do run into the situations where they're a little bit more difficult to handle or difficult to talk to. But overall, being a human being, I crave that interaction, that good energy. And being isolated for so long, closing myself off, I've almost forgotten how important it was to be that light for people that need the light. And you can't be selfish with your light. You can't be selfish with your light because it's shining very brightly and everybody can see it. Everybody wants to feel its warmth. And it's imperative in this day and age to share your warmth, share your light, because people need it. They're walking around blind, and it's not safe. So if there's anybody watching this video and you've felt drained by life and drained by the interactions that you have to deal with on a daily basis, I hope this video was able to give you some kind of insight or some kind of guidance on how to pull yourself out of the dark hole that you put yourself in, because while it can be very comfortable being by yourself, you have to realize that your light is very important and you have to share it with people who need it. Self-isolation is very crucial, especially if you're a person like me. Well, I hope there's more like me, but don't overdo it. Take a few days for yourself, recharge, and then get back out there and be somebody's light. So please, if you have any comments on anything that I touched on anything that I said, please leave a comment in the comment section and let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk about some stuff. I want to know if there's people like me out there, or do I have a lot of teaching to do?